Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
A lot of stuff happening with Iran and also with Russia, Ukraine. By the way, there is going to be a vote. It's supposed to take place in about 15 minutes or so from now, guys, on the Russian sanctions. It's going to be in honor of Lindsey Graham. And it is expected. It's a voice vote. And then tomorrow is supposed to be a full vote. That's sort of the plan. And it is expected to pass in the Senate. Let's go to KT McFarland, former Deputy National Security Advisor under President Trump. KT, take it away.
What's happening in Iran now is that every time the price of oil gets to be about $100 a barrel, there's some kind of a ceasefire. The price of oil then goes down to about $80 a barrel. The market rallies. And then within a week or two, Iran violates it or something goes wrong. And then the price goes back up. What's happening now with Iran is that there's a chance of a widening war, which is not necessarily bad for us, but it's definitely going to be bad for Iran. Now, what's happening? So Iran is buying missiles from Russia, is cooperating with Russia in many ways, a lot of trade, and Ukraine has missiles now that can attack those ships. So Iran has said it's going to now attack Ukraine. At the same time, Iran is saying, well, it's going to attack all the other Gulf Arab countries. The interesting thing, and I would just love to have been a fly on the wall with President Trump's meeting with Bibi Netanyahu today, is that the Israelis are ready to go. They're ready to attack Iran. They're just waiting for Iran to attack Israel first, because President Trump, according to my sources and according to news sources, is that the Gulf Arabs have asked President Trump to keep Israel out of it for now. And Iran has not attacked Israel because they know Israel could retaliate, and probably retaliate by killing a lot of IRGC members.
Wow. What also about this shipment? Everyone's talking about this shipment that Ukraine took out, a ship that was Russian with Russian weapons, apparently en route to Iran. What do you know about that, and how much does that sort of complicate things?
Well, the complication is that not from Ukraine. Ukraine's drones have gotten very good at taking out ships and taking them out cheaply, not with really expensive weaponry, but very accurately taking them out. And so this is Iran supplying Russia. And Iran has said, well, they're going to now retaliate somehow against Ukraine. Nobody believes it. Nobody thinks they have the capability of doing it. But they continue to threaten and threaten and threaten. The other thing that's happened is that Pickaxe Mountain, which is yet another site where we believe that the Iranians have buried centrifuges, or they've had some kind of nuclear activity. Maybe they had it before. Maybe they've just had a little bit of it, and now they're reinforcing it. But it's now pretty clear that Pickaxe Mountain will be the next military target of the United States when, and I assume when, not if, but when military action resumes.
Yeah, and the question is when, too. I mean, there was some thought that maybe part of it might be waiting because of, obviously, today, Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham.
Yes, and, and obviously the president was very close to Lindsey Graham, gave a great eulogy. I thought it was really powerful to see Zelensky and Netanyahu there and others. I mean, what a statement.
And from everything that friends of mine who have talked to President Trump all the time, and from what I've seen in talking to him, he's been really affected by two things. One was the assassination attempt, obviously, in Butler, Pennsylvania. But Lindsey Graham, who was by all accounts hale and hearty, and then all of a sudden dropped dead, that President Trump has been pretty shaken, thinking about his own mortality, his own legacy. And I think that, first of all, it talks about the depth of President Trump's sort of soul. We don't often think of President Trump as a man who's articulate and thinks about those things, but he does. And I think, secondly, it's given him a sense of renewed mission that he's going to do what is right for the country, what's right for the world, and he's got to worry about the political consequences to himself and even the physical consequences to himself later.
KT, me and Rita, right after the dinner on Friday night, me and Rita went on at 11 o'clock. And I did say that President Trump was a little bit somber, a little bit, and something was on his mind.
Yes.
Not knowing that he's not going to bomb for another 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot going on. He's clearly, as you pointed out when you went on the air, he's clearly he's sort of not de-energized, because he doesn't de-energize, but he's more thoughtful. He's more careful. He's more somber. I think he's wearing his leadership mantle better now than he has before. But the arguments that people are making, oh, well, he's delayed the attacks because we're running out of missiles, don't believe that. That's not true. First of all, we can make as many missiles as we want. We just need the defense budget to be approved by Congress, and that should happen. And even if we were running low on some stockpiles, a lot of the weapon systems we've already sold to the Gulf Arab countries. If we were running low, we'll just use theirs. So anybody who gives you that excuse, oh dear, the poor American military is running out of stuff, just don't believe it. That's a lot of inside the Beltway.
How did President Trump say that one time?
You're full of.
Yeah, right.
There it is.
Well, I'm going to let you guys repeat that. I'm not going to say. Yeah,
well, we had President Trump say
yeah, here he
full
is.
of crap.
That says it all.
I mean, sometimes instead of crying, we laugh a little bit.
Well, sometimes, Sean, if you have to laugh, or otherwise you never stop crying.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
KT, thank you so much. We love having
KT.
you.
Thank you so much.
And you're having that big event for your daughter Thursday night.
That's Friday night, and I hope to see you there, and I hope to see a lot of people. It's in honor of my daughter who's running for Congress.
Okay.
Awesome.
Friday night.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thank you, KT. Awesome. Thanks so much.